Hello, my name is Eliot Grasso. I'm the Vice President of Gutenberg College, where for the last decade I have been teaching courses in philosophy, history, literature, and music. I'm very pleased this summer to be offering a course on Saint Augustine's classic work, The Confessions. For those who don't know, Augustine was a North African bishop. He served in Hippo, and he lived from 354 AD to 430 AD. The confessions he wrote are a reflection on his life that he wrote in his mid 40s between the years 397 and 400. But why would you want to read a work like this? Well, first of all, Augustine was tremendously prolific. We have 100 books, 300 letters, and 500 sermons. And regardless of whether you share Augustine's theological position or not, he is studied widely by Christians and those outside of Christianity, has been for the past 2,000 years or so. And I would say that there is a lot to be gleaned from reading a work like Confessions. And I would separate those into two categories. The first would be kind of the personal benefit to reading and discussing something like Confessions. Augustine was a man who lived through many great changes in the Roman Empire. He saw the transition of Catholicism as a legalized religion to a mandatory religion. Augustine saw the sacking of Rome. So, from reading Augustine's Confessions about his life and his perspective on the culture at the time, I think we can learn a lot about the nature of reflection, which provides tremendous richness for us as individuals and human beings. Secondly, I would say coming into contact with Augustine's writing, it's beautiful, it's elegant, it's poetic. It is so rich just to read, even an English translation from the Latin, how he is thinking about his life and reflecting on his changing existential commitments from paganism all the way through Manichaeism to Christianity. Secondly, I would say there's a professional benefit to reading and discussing Augustine's Confessions, which is that you get your head really around one of the foundational philosophical, theological, historical texts of the Western canon, which can be incredibly helpful and illuminating for any literature that you're going to read in the Middle Ages. And even up to the 20th century, linguists like Wittgenstein are going to be arguing with Augustine's concept of human language and how it works and how it's formed. On a professional level, I would say it's really great to be able to get the practice to read difficult works and influential works, and it can help us lead our students through similar sorts of works in our day-to-day work as educators. And it's just wonderful to get a chance to sit and discuss some of the things that Augustine had to say. So I'll leave you with just a quote of his to give you a bit of a teaser as to how he is thinking about things and what we will encounter in our time together. We will read the whole work. This is a quote from Confessions, Book 10, and Augustine says, I quote, "Surely everyone whose senses are not impaired is aware of the universe around him. Why then does it, the universe, not give the same message to us all? The animals, both great and small, are aware of it, but they cannot inquire into its meanings because they are not guided by reason, which can sift the evidence relayed to them by their senses. Man, on the other hand, can question nature. He, man, is able to catch sight of God's invisible nature through his creatures, but his love of his material things is too great. That's man's love of material things is too great. He becomes their slave, and slaves cannot be judges. Nor will the world supply an answer to those who question it unless they also have the faculty to judge it. It does not answer in different language. That is, it does not change its aspect, the universe, according to whether a man merely looks at it or subjects it to inquiry while he looks." So here what we're seeing is Augustine confronting the nature of knowledge and belief. I hope you will enjoy me for this course.